Warning: this documentary is for information and educative purposes only. I am not recommending anyone take ayahuasca. It is a very intense experience and is certainly not for everyone. What is ayahuasca? Ayahuasca is a plant medicine composed of two plants, the ayahuasca vine containing an MAOI and B. capi containing DMT. Normally, DMT isn't orally active because it is broken down by monoamine oxidase in the gut, which is why the inhibitor is required. Normally, when smoked, DMT lasts between 10 and 15 minutes. In ayahuasca, it lasts between 4 and 6 hours. Ayahuasca preparation. For at least a week, you must be vegan or vegetarian, not have any sex or masturbate, consume no drugs, including alcohol, and optionally use Cambo frog poison to clean the body in a Cambo frog poison ceremony. My Cambo ceremony in under 10 seconds. Pucallpa, Peruvian Amazonas, heading into the jungle to do a 5-day retreat with 3 Shipipo-style ayahuasca ceremonies. Going down the Amazon River. To do ayahuasca for the first time.
Two homies on their way to do fucking milk. To do a journey, a spiritual journey in the Amazon rainforest. Ayahuasca. The strongest drug known to man.
You know how we do. Currently on the boat, it's currently on a hot spring river, so this water is actually warm, like a bath.
Oh, check out that bird!
Wow! Amazon, baby, yeah! This is what it's about, man. This is what it's about.
Look at that! Picture the bottom.
It's hot. It's hot as fuck. This is insane, man. Fucking crazy. Walking through the Amazon for a bit now. Got a bit of a trek. Pissing it down. Shaolin, mate, Shaolin. 100-degree boiling river. Don't know if you can see it very well because of the steam, but it's literally boiling. You would literally cannot swim in this at all.
Here's some of the accommodation. This is my hut there, there's some other huts and things. Got a new temple being built over there, hut here, main temple and food hall down there. I'll go inside and show you my lovely accommodation. I think is absolutely amazing. Bed, the mosquito net, toilet, little table to keep some things on, line in the middle, and I've my own shower. So I've got everything. I've got a private bathroom, which I don't usually have in most hostels, to be honest, and then I am in the Amazon jungle. I mean, what more can you want than that, really? This video will probably reach YouTube in about 2 years, but you know what, I'm actually as soon as I get back to civilization, I'm editing this video. I'm going to put it out, because even though it's not in sequence, this has to be seen.
Ayahuasca ceremony number 1. My experience report.
Hello. It is currently the 30th of November. Yesterday was my first ayahuasca experience, so I'm going to make a little video, so that I can remember it for the future, but also to tell you all a little bit about it. Wow. There's nothing on this planet that can genuinely prepare you for something like that. Must have been about 7:30. We walk into the little spiral hut, 2 mattresses on the floor, a sick bucket, some tissue, and then the 2 shamans that were complete angels on the mats as well. And in the middle of the dome, there's just a candle. So we go up, he blows the mapacha into the ayahuasca, you drink it. After you drink it, they take the candle outside and blow it out. It's complete darkness. And I remember seeing some little patterns and some visuals, but it was kind of light, and I was like, ooh, this is manageable, you know, I can deal with this is okay. And then it stopped. Nothing. There was no visuals, there was no audio, no nothing. It just completely went away. So I was like, I guess this is where I ask for more, which, have it being my first time, I was very unsure about. But I was like, well, I may as well get the most out of the experience. I go up, I get my second one, and that was it. The next, I would say that could have been about 8:30. The next 4 or 5 hours were the longest 4 or 5 hours of my life. It's what I'm trying to explain to you is kind of like trying to explain colour to a blind person. You know, if someone's never seen colours, how do you tell them what they look like? It's a pretty similar experience trying to explain this. But because of the darkness, you're on the mat, and I don't know whether what I had was a good or a bad experience. I was shaking uncontrollably, I was losing the control of my face, like I would be pulling like weird faces, and if I yawned, for example, my mouth would stay wide open as if like it was just in shock of what was going on. You know, I was touching myself to remind myself I was still real, touching the walls, the wood, anything that just was a grip on reality, because you're in a completely alternate dimension. It's a completely different planet. Like, I think one of the things that you struggle with after doing ayahuasca is realize that everything that you thought you knew about life was just complete bullshit. Like, last night I was literally in an alternate dimension. In terms of the visions that I was getting, I don't really know like how to describe it or what I really saw. Nothing particularly vivid, just patterns and spirals, and then obviously the shamans when they come and help you, and they look to be like angels, because you're just there scared. I was breathing like a zombie, like I was like like I was just, it was like a demon or a spirit was possessing me and just fucking shit up. But then the shamans would come over and offer you mapacha and things like that, but I didn't really want to smoke. I didn't have the energy to get up or anything. I could not move. I could just standing up and walking 5 yards. I was exhausted, like feeling like I want to pass out. All the colours are just it's so intense. But although that might kind of sound kind of horrible, I did rather enjoy it at the end. Like, it was like I was dying and I was being controlled by a demon, but it wasn't like completely fucked. Yeah, I'm just baffled, man. I don't know. So after the you know, like being possessed and shaking and my face constantly changing, like and the shamans chanting for me, it's the songs that really are beautiful. Like the songs that they sing in the ceremony is just the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. Like, it really guides you through the trip. I can't really explain it, but it is a ceremony. Everything you do in ayahuasca is a complete trip. Whether you literally just move your body, you'll feel every emotion involved with doing that. And then I guess towards the end of the trip, they're like, yeah, the ceremony's over. And I'm like, yeah, the ceremony's over, but I'm still in another dimension. So give me like an hour. So I was laying on the mat, you know, just trying to gather my bearings. And then we all started talking a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And then, yeah, at the end, when it was all finished, I got up a little bit, started moving around, still felt like shit, went back to lay down. Ended up vomiting on the floor and in the bucket, which was good. After then, it was okay. I went out to piss, and I didn't realise I was pissing on a hill, and the urine was just flowing back down onto my feet. And then I went back to the mattress and accidentally hit the sick bucket when I went to lay down, and it spilt all over me. But having said all this, I enjoyed it. It made me realise I am literally nobody, or I am nobody and I am nothing in this world. There are some powerful, I didn't believe in spirits or any of that before I did ayahuasca, but now I don't think there's any question in my mind. Once you've seen them, but not really seen them as much as felt them, you feel so many different emotions for 4 hours. I thought about my family, I thought about my friends, people I miss, you know. I'm in the Amazon jungle, I'm 21 years old, I don't really know what to do in life, I'm not that sure, but ayahuasca made me realise one thing. We're all nothing, all of us. We are all nobody important, but we're all one. We're all exactly the same, we're all in this together on this planet, and I'm truly grateful for that. So today is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Today's the rest day. I can chill out by the hot springs. This place is fucking beautiful. This place in the Amazon is stunning. I'll get some videos today. It's just incredible. But tomorrow is the next ceremony. I'm not really scared. Like, I was frightened like a little boy doing that for the first time. I was scared more than anything I've known in my life. But now that I know what's to come, it's just the unknown. We're all scared of the unknown, and ayahuasca is the definition of unknown. In terms of the taste, it's not a very pleasant tasting liquid. I didn't mind it that much. It's a bit like Marmite on crack. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you to it, guys. I hope you enjoyed listening to the information in this video. Take it easy. Ayahuasca dieta, we've got some vegetables, tomato, potato, avocado, pepper, rice. No salt, no fat, no meat, no seasoning, just lemon as seasoning. Broccoli, beetroot, and 1 boiled egg. Pure health.
Ayahuasca ceremony number 2. My experience report.
Hello everyone. This will probably be the most important video I think I ever make in my life. So, yesterday was my second ayahuasca ceremony. It was intense, like the first one, but it changed my life forever. So at the beginning, you know, I was low and I was scared. I was exploring the deepest parts of my own mind, and at the beginning I forgot who I was. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know why I felt the way I did. I don't know why I was drinking ayahuasca in the jungle. Had a overwhelming sense that, you know, what am I doing here? Like, what's going on? I didn't know who I was. I'd forgotten everything I thought I knew about myself just disappeared. But that's when something happened. You know, I was scared, I was frightened. It's intense. I was, you know, exploring the darkness of your own mind is a truly scary concept. But then out of nowhere, it was like my spirit inside of me. I just laid there, you know, we're in the jungle, we're in the Amazon jungle, it's so hot. I was like, it's so hot, and I was just, you know, as I was kind of giving up and just letting go, my spirit inside of me, I didn't say it, I don't know where it came from. I don't know what, I didn't say it physically, my spirit said it, and it came out of my mouth. It said, I need to go home. That is what came out of my mouth, but by no means of my own mind. My spirit said, I need to go home. And then I said, you know, I miss my family so much. It made me realise what's important. I'm looking for this thing while travelling, but the thing I'm looking for is exactly where I began almost a year ago, back home with my family. You know, Mum, Dad, I miss you a lot. Yeah. I'm just a human. No. James, I miss you a lot as well, brother. Ayahuasca changed my life forever. You know? It made me realise what's important. It's the people you care about, you know? You can travel the world and see a lot, but you have everything you need right back home, you know? JL, James, I miss you, man. You're a good friend of mine. You know, heart of gold. Good conversation. We relate on so many levels. Luke, you know, been friends for a long time. You know, miss you too, Luke. We've been friends since primary school. Been friends a long time. Mum, Dad, miss you guys. Carly, I hope you're doing well in America. It was nice to meet you. Root, I hope you're doing well in Israel. I miss you too. Anastasia, I hope you're doing well in Israel as well. Getting on with your life. It's truly incredible. And I hope all of you watching this, I hope you come to the jungle. Amazon is a truly magical place. I mean that, like, this place is super special. But I realised, like, my purpose in life is just to have a positive impact on the people I surround myself with, you know? Share love, share happiness, share laughter, just have a good impact on my friends, on my family. And that's all I can do as a human being, you know. I don't want to be rich, I don't want to be famous, I don't want any of that shit. It all makes sense now, you know, after that ayahuasca trip. My friends, my family, these are all things that are so important, but was at the time so overlooked, you know. And to everyone I've met travelling, I've met so many people. You're not good friends with all of them, but I hope I've had a positive impact on the people I've met in life, and I hope they find what they're looking for. You never know. It might well be in the Amazon jungle, I think. But I'm not here to recommend ayahuasca to anyone. It's a super intense experience where at points I genuinely thought I was going crazy. I thought I was going mad. But you have to stay calm. They sing the Ikarus, the songs. It's like an angel, like guiding you through the journey. But yeah, James, miss you, brother. Luke, you too, man. Mum, Dad, Harris, my brother. Hope you're doing well, man. I know you'll smash you. I know you'll do well at university. You know. Felix, I hope you're doing well as well, man. Yeah. I miss my friends and family a lot. I didn't realise it though. It took a while. But you know, I've been on the road almost a year now. I started in Mexico 11 months ago, you know. It's kind of interesting. It took 11 hours to fly to Mexico, and 11 months later I'm in the Peruvian Amazon. You know, yesterday it was a lonely place in my mind, just floating through space. Ayahuasca is an interesting liquid. The taste is revolting. Just the thought of it now makes me want to vomit, you know. But it changed my life. I'm so glad I did it. It was so scary at the beginning, but then my spirit told me exactly what it is that I need. That when I go home, just enjoy being with people. I realized I'm just a human being, and one of the things I treasure the most is just having conversations. I just like talking to people. I like playing chess. You know, I'm 21 years old. I'm a kid. I don't know anything about this world, but that's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. That's all there is to this video. It'll take me a lot of balls to post it, but I think it's important to tell people that you care about them. I don't think we do it often enough, to be honest. So I hope everyone watching this, you tell your parents, you tell your friends, you know, how much they mean to you, I guess, eh? But yeah, that's enough for this video. I'll smoke my mapacho and just enjoy the river. Peace out, guys.
Icaros, the sounds of ayahuasca. What I'm about to share are the Icaros, which were songs sung by the Shipipo shamans during ceremony number 2. It is 15 minutes long, and I am aware you won't want to listen to it all. I'm just including it all for information purposes. Trigger warning. The sounds of soul-wrenching vomit from me are throughout this audio clip.
Linda tronco chayare boy, bari dai dai da da dai, adi 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 da da dai, adi da da dai, adi da da dai dai, ai da da dai, ai da da dai dai, ai da da dai dai, ai da da dai, adi dai dai da da dai. Adi dai dai da da dai dai, adi dai dai da da dai, cha cha de mo me di, adi dai da dai, adi dai da dai, adi dai da dai dai, dai da da dai, ai da da dai, ai da da dai, adi dai dai da da dai dai, adi dai dai da da dai, cha cha de mo me di si na, mo ta si dai adi dai. Adi dai dai da da dai dai, ga da dai dai da da dai, adi dai dai da dai dai, adi dai dai da da dai, da ya mo ri, ya ri ri ri, pai da da dai dai, pai da da dai, pai da da dai dai, ha da ya mo ri, ho da ri 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 dai, what dai di da, pai da da dai dai, pai ri ri, da da ko si. Ya mori, ya da ka chi da da di di dai, da ya mori dai, pai da da dai, pai da da dai. Han dan 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 din dan 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 din dan 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 din dan dan, pai dai dai da da dai. Din da 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 se sa rio, ya ya de mo medicina mari cha cha de mo vari runa da 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 la monte ru da ya di de pai da 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 in the monte cha cha de mo vari dai dai da 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 in the bosque vari runa cha cha de mo medicina mari da 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 tronco chagliaremo, salsito mediti, doctor una zuppa chagliaremo sacca, ai da da da, ai da da da, ai da di dai, ai da da da. Dan 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 dan, ai dai dai da da dai da. Chagliaremo medicina, buona città mari. Hai da da dai, hai da da dai, hai da da dai, hai da da dai, hai da da dai dai, hai da di. Dan 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 dan. Hai dai 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 dai, hey hey. Hai dai dai da da dai, hai dai dai da da dai. Chagliaremo medicina, guarda città mari. Ma di oh, amore, re mai vai di di dai da da dai dai ha dai dai da dai dai ha di dai dai da da dai dai ha di dai dai da da dai ma da ma da da ya mo ri ha di 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 da da go go da da ha ye go da di di be na go ha da ya mo ri ha di di dai so me ru ai di di dai da 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 go dan da le di hai hai da 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 ha da ya mo ri ho da le di di da 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 hai da 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 hai da 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 hey
Lindas flores, mayaya, pura medicina. Vuelta y citoruna, tabaquito, mariri, 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 una hora llamo, pura medicina. Lindos troncos hallaremos, lindas plantas mariri, 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 albahaquitas hallaremos, lindos troncoicitos, pura medicina, charamayo hallaremos, linda doctorcita Aruna, rama troncoicito, rosas y samariri, no troncoru, pura medicina, lindas flores perfumeras, aromeraruna, lindas plantitas, vueltaisito marini. Tararay, raray, raray, hanay, nanay, nananay, na. Linda raicita luna, troncoicito mariri, mucurita shayarena. Linda doctorcita luna, lindas flores mayaya, vueltaicito luna, lindas hojita iriruna. Perfumera mariri, linda doctorcita, shayare moruna, de los troncoruna, de los bosques mariri, hayarona misusi, sista y punta y mariri, ha he 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 he, ha he 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 he. Medicina shayarena, visionera runaicita, rama troncoicito runa, chirisananguairiruna, rama troncoruna, llora, llora cogollo, linda plantita y linda medicina, shayaremos, shayaremos, lindos espíritus de los bosqueruna, de los cerros shayaremos, hanay, nanay, nanay, hanay, nanay, nanay, cielo, cielo, ayahuasca, cielo, manto, ayahuasca, vuelta, vuelta, cito y luna, sisa y punta y mariri, 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 joraya, moya, moy, mi. Tariray, daray, 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 suenariri, suenariri, ayahuasca mariri, vueltaicito, cuerpoicito, pura medicina, sisa y punta y mariri, hanay, nanay, nanay, nay, de los altos shayaremos medicina mariri, tocoicito, cuerpo luna, amiga y niruna, hanay, nanay, nanay, linda salita y niruna, vuelta, vuelta maloca, lindos espíritus, cuidaririray, lindo doctorcito, sumi, sumi, sumiruna, doctorcita bancoruna, linda princesita runa, sentadita runaicita, yaposisa mariri, 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 sumi, sumi, sumiruna, doctorcito bancoruna, sopairuna mariri, sopairuna mariri, shamuriri, shamu.
Ayahuasca ceremony number 3. My experience report. Ceremony number 3, side note. On the day of the third ceremony, I woke up feeling weak and I had diarrhea. I consulted one of the shamans and she said that I should still drink that night. I listened. I remember laying on the mat as the shaman came in for the ceremony and I didn't want to be there, nor did I want to drink that night. However, I didn't listen to myself and drank because I'm a cheapskate who had already paid to be there. That was the biggest mistake of my life.
What's up, everyone? So you may be thinking, Sam, where are you? You're not in the jungle. And you'd be correct. So this will be the third ayahuasca ceremony trip review or my experience. I'm currently sat in Amsterdam airport. I flew from Lima to Mexico City, Amsterdam, London, and then I have to get a bus. And you're thinking, what are you doing that for? I thought you were travelling. And I was. But ayahuasca, on the third and final ceremony, really made me realise I need to listen to how I'm feeling internally, because it concreted my thoughts. I've been fantasising in the morning and thinking about seeing my mum and my dad and my family and my friends for a while, but I was just putting it off. I'll travel, I'll finish South America and then I'll go back. But I wasn't actually enjoying travel anymore. I wasn't appreciating any of the things that I saw. Could take me to a lagoon, a mountain, a hike, and I just didn't care. It wasn't amazing to me. So if I wasn't appreciating it, then there was no point in me being there. So I was fantasising about going home and blah, 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 blah. And in the ceremony, I said to myself, I need to go home. But it didn't come from my mind, it came from in here, it came from my soul. I need to go home, I miss my family so much, were my exact words, but they didn't come from here, they came from the soul. So as I got out the jungle, there's no point in me continuing travelling. I wasn't enjoying it as much as I was before. So 3-4 days after getting out the jungle, I booked my flight home. 2 weeks later, here I am. The day is currently December the 23rd. So I'll be home by tomorrow for Christmas Eve. However, it's a surprise. So my family don't know I'm actually coming home, and neither does my friends or anyone that lives in England. So it's all a surprise for Christmas. So yeah, it's been a long year. It's been an incredible ride. It's been the best year of my life by far. And yeah, ayahuasca just made me I was gonna continue traveling just to prove to myself, just to, inflate my ego or whatever you want to call it. But I wasn't enjoying it, and therefore I can visit more places in Bolivia and stuff, but if I'm not going to enjoy them, then I'm wasting my time, other people's time, my money, etc, etc. So I've decided to come home and surprise everyone. You can't believe it. I'm upset my travels is over, but I am going to be resuming travel after a month relaxing at home with my family, spending some time with my loved ones, my friends. But I am going to Brazil at the end of January. So month back home, family Christmas, I don't want to spend it in some hostel somewhere with some people I don't really like, I never tell my family how much they mean to me, so here I am to surprise them and tell them exactly that. But yeah, I think January the 30th is when I'll be flying to Brazil, and then I'll do Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, whichever ones I can do at the time, and then that'll be Latin America pretty much finished off, and then probably Africa, methinks, next winter. Yeah, not too sure. But yeah, guys, so that's been my ayahuasca retreat experience. Heavy, I know what you're thinking, what the fuck, and I'm thinking the exact same thing, but I mean, the third ceremony was complete torture. Like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you what happened in the third ceremony, I never videoed it. So basically what happened was, I lost my mind, I went completely insane. It was the most horrific experience of my life. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but I'll explain a little bit what happened. So I woke up on the Friday, the day of the last ceremony. I wasn't feeling very well, felt a bit weak, had a little bit of diarrhea, but nothing major, in your travel, that's pretty standard. But I was feeling a bit shit. Asked one of the shamans if they think I should still drink. They said yes, and I was like, well, I've paid for it, so fuck it, why not? I guess I should. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. So I was laid on the mat, and the shaman came, and I was like, I don't want to do this, but I will find, fuck it, I'll just go through it anyway. And the third ceremony was the one that I did least. The first ceremony was 2 cups. The second ceremony was 1, and the third was about a half. And that half was the worst experience of my life. I remember halfway when the ayahuasca kicked in, I was like, my soul was saying, oh, I'm so glad I did half, I'm so glad I did half. I don't know where it went wrong, but the shaman wasn't very vocal with the songs that night, so it was mainly silence, and I just slipped into a deep, dark state of fucking hell. And I mean hell, I was mentally unwell for at least 3 days after this. I don't know how to describe it, I just lost my mind, like it was like a heavy weight was on my brain. It was just fucking horrendous, man. I wanted to die. I wanted to die just so that it would end. Like, towards the end of the ceremony, it wasn't completely finished, but it almost was. I just got up and walked out and went to bed. I was like, I don't need this shit. Like, I'm going to bed. Laid in bed all night, couldn't sleep. Just thinking all the negative thoughts you can think of, all the negative emotions. Everything negative was going through my body at that time, and it was fucking horrendous. Like, oh. But now I know how insanity feels like. I'm going to have more compassion towards other people going through hard times, but fuck me, it was fucking horrendous. I was laid in my bed, I couldn't sleep. There were the mosquito net, I could see all the geometric patterns in it. The lights were starting to come outside, it was starting to get bright again because I couldn't sleep all night. I was going from my bed to the toilet, which is literally a couple 30 centimetres away from my bed, and that was all the energy I had. Diarrhea, shit all over the toilet, getting into bed, and I would be knackered. I would be fucked from that, and then I would go back to the toilet and do the same thing repeatedly all night. And then the day after, yeah, I was glad it was over. Like, I wasn't feeling the ayahuasca, but I was depressed. Like, my head was still fucked. I was thinking such negative thoughts. I can give you an example. I couldn't wait to get out of the fucking jungle at that point. I was like, well, I'm never doing ayahuasca again, all this negative shit. Maybe, if you ask me now if I would do ayahuasca again, I would probably say maybe, because it's been a couple of weeks now, I've recovered, my mental state's back to normal. But I'll tell you what happened. So I'm coming out of the jungle in the car, thinking all these negative thoughts, even though I'm not high on ayahuasca. And one of the most fucked up thoughts I had in my mind was, what if my family have died while I was, like, genuine, serious thoughts. What if my dad's dead? What if my mum's dead? What if something bad's happened to them while I've been in the jungle, away from internet connection? Got back to the internet, spoke to them, they were okay. And I was just in a deep, mentally unwell state. I had lost, I don't know how to explain a brief period of insanity. You just lose your mind. I had lost my mind. I was ill. Got to the hotel in Pucallpa, ate some salt and all that sugar, like all that shit that I'd missed from 5 days of just raw fucking plants and boiled eggs. And the friends I was with left to get on the bus, but I was like, I can't manage. Like, mentally, I'm not well enough to do an 20-hour bus. I'll fly. So I get on the flight, and obviously it's Peru, where they're all brainwashed fools. And just wanted to breathe. They want 2 masks, not 1, 2, on your face. So I just put my eye cover on, you know, to keep it dark so I could stay calm. But I had my nose out my mask just so I could breathe. I didn't want to keep breathing in my own carbon dioxide. I wanted to get some air. But then someone came over and was like, put your mask over your nose. I put it over, and then he went, and then I put it back down, and then they came back, and then I was like, no, just leave me alone, please, please, please. And then they kept on and they started shouting at me. And that's when I started panicking, and I had a panic attack. And then luckily one of the nice ladies that worked for the airline, that wasn't a complete bitch like the rest of them, said, what's up, are you alright? And I said, look, I'll just explain it to you. I went to the jungle and I did ayahuasca. I'm not very mentally well right now. And at this point, I was fully crying, having a panic attack on a plane in front of everyone. No one asked if I was okay. No one gave a flying fuck, to be honest. And so I'm on the plane having a panic attack, crying in front of everyone. They're like, okay, calm down. Do you think you're fit to fly? And I said, I am fit to fly. If you send me back to Pucallpa, I will fucking kill myself. So they sat me at the back on a row where there were no people, put the mask on, gave me some water, I eventually calmed down, and I flew back to Lima. And I got to Lima and I was still fucked in my head. I wanted to go home. And when I say home, I mean home right now. I wanted to get out. I wanted to go home, tell my family I love them, and that was it. So I went to the British Embassy, because the woman on the plane suggested that I go visit them. They might be able to help me get home. So I went to the embassy. Nobody there because of COVID. They all work remotely. So I ring up, and I'm literally sat outside the embassy crying, begging them to help me. Like, I'm not mentally well, I'm not mentally stable, please help me. I can't do the PCR test to get home, blah blah blah. Is there some kind of exemption letter you can write? No, get fucked is basically what they told me. And I was so vulnerable at that point. Like, I was so ill in here, and I was begging them. I was literally crying in front of all these weirdos looking at me, and I was like, please just do, is there anything you can help me with? No, you need to get a PCR test. I was like, I don't have a problem with PCR tests, but right now, going into hospitals and getting prodded and poked, I'm just not mentally well enough for it. And they were like, basically said, tough shit, mate. And I was like, you know what? The British government can go suck a fart, mate, because I've realised governments don't give a flying crap about any of their citizens at all. They didn't help me whatsoever. They gave me nothing. I rang twice. I got to some different desk and he said exactly the same thing. And it's interesting, isn't it? Boris is allowed to break the rules, but when I was in... I can't explain how much of a need I was in need. They just kicked me to the curb like a piece of shit and said, you're on your own, have fun, you're a British citizen. So I was just standing on my passport outside the British Embassy. I was like, not in front of the windows, it was a brick wall. They'd not let me in, obviously. Standing on my passport, and that's when I realised, don't rely on your governments ever, especially if it's the British one, because they don't give a fuck about you or your well-being. I said to him, I'm 21 years old, I'm just a kid. I'm not mentally well right now. I kept saying it, I was crying. I was in a state of just panic, depression, anxiety. Nothing. So I went back. I came to the hostel to see my friends, and then I ended up being there for a few weeks. Managed to get better mentally, and still didn't take the PCR test. Faked it. So Boris Johnson, suck a fart, mate. You're a loser. No one listens to you, Boris, mate. I'm sorry to break it to you, bro, but if you think anyone listens to anything you have to say, then you are completely delusional. No one cares about this pandemic anymore, bro. And me included, I've had enough of it. I don't care about any of the guidelines, any of the restrictions. They shall not be being followed. But yeah, that was my ayahuasca experience. First and second ceremony, third ceremony, back home for Christmas to surprise my family. If that is not the best ayahuasca documentary you've ever seen, then I don't know what is, mate. I've put my all into this one, put some detail into it. And I've been completely open and honest to us what happened. That was my 5-day ayahuasca retreat, 3 ceremony experience. I'm now in Amsterdam, flying to London because it was so expensive to fly to Leeds. And then I've got a 5-6 hour coach to Bradford. And then I get to see my family again. Take it easy, everyone. My journey's not over. It's just been a year now, you know. I was tired of travel. This is what no one talks about, bro. You see on Instagram, oh yeah, I'm an influencer. Nah, if you travel like me, moving around every 4 or 5 days, hitchhiking, sleeping by the side of the road in Costa Rica, whatever, the tiredness will get to you. The thought of getting on another bus, even in England, is wanting to murder my fucking soul. And in Peru, you can't go anywhere unless you spend 15 hours on a bus. These countries are not like anywhere in Europe. They're massive, the infrastructure sucks, and I just couldn't bear it anymore. Another bus to another destination I wouldn't find interesting because I'd seen everything before. I wasn't appreciating it, so I'm gonna have a month, detox, relax, see my friends, chill out, sleep for fucking hours. And then January the 30th, I haven't booked it yet, but I will. January the 30th, we go again. 2022, second year of my career break. Just fucking smash it. That's all there is to it, mate. Because I'm not going to stay in England. I already know what's going to happen in England. The new variants here, everyone. We're going to take away more of your freedoms. It's for your safety. Okay, you enjoy that. I go to Brazil where they don't give a fuck. Spend more time there. Carnival, that's why main reason I'm going to go at that time. And then go to Argentina or Uruguay, Chile if they stop being a little Nazi place, and then Bolivia, and that should be South Latin America finished. Not saying I won't come back, but yeah. Well, that's my message, guys. Take it easy. I hope you have a lovely Christmas. You won't be seeing this for another 6 months. I've got like so many videos to produce, but have a lovely Christmas from me. Spend it with your family. Remember, it's not about gifts. Yeah, if you give, obviously that's great, and it's the thought that counts, but in reality it's just spending time with your loved ones, because we don't really do that much anymore in these days, do we? Especially, well, you know, you might live with your parents, but when you have a sit down proper nice meal with the home cooked meal, everyone's having good conversation, you invite other relatives round, and then you might sit in the living room around a fire and watch TV or Harry Potter, whatever's on the TV. Spend some actual quality time, whereas normal day to day it's just, yeah, have a meal quick as you can, get back upstairs to your bedroom and your TV and your PlayStation or whatever it is that you like doing in your spare time. Christmas is about family. Tell them how much they mean to you, express your feelings, give them gifts. I actually have bought my friends and family gifts for the first time. I never bought my parents shit for any Christmas or birthday, but I thought if I came back from Peru after doing ayahuasca and I didn't buy people gifts, then I'm a son of a bitch. So I've bought them gifts and presents. Nothing major, you know. Again, it's the thought that counts. My parents don't give a fuck if I buy them a Lamborghini or I have, in this case, bought them a mug, because they both. My mum is a tea addict. She drinks a lot of tea. My dad likes coffee and tea. And I thought I could buy them shit they're never going to use, but these mugs they're going to see on a daily basis and be like, oh shit, yeah, Sam came back from Peru to surprise us for Christmas. Use your brain. I bought my mum jewellery once before, never saw her wear that, so I was like, fairs mum. Yeah. So yeah, take my advice and have a lovely Christmas, guys. Take it easy, yeah? Peace.
24th of December, Christmas Eve. Surprising my parents for Christmas after 40 plus hours of travel.
What are you doing here?
Hello? Oh.
I was looking at you thinking, that looks like Sam.
How's it going?
Fine.
Got you that? It's just the letter that you wrote 6 months ago. Let me go get my shit. I was waiting for Dad to come back. I've been in the snicket for like 2 hours.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Been in the snicket 2 hours, man. Just getting wet.
Just to say hello. Fucking Christmas people.
Yeah.
Keep growing.
So, darling.
Darling,
what
you
took
see,
you so
I
long?
nearly killed myself. Oh, it's such a
Oh, was it a long way back, love?
Yeah.
Was it? We were working hard and then you
Very hard,
yeah, I know. Well, we needed you. Look.
we're depleted.
Oh,
Oh, are you, son? This is my favourite song.
Yes, for real, no joke. My dad called my brother his favourite son while I was waiting for him hiding behind the curtain.
Right, okay. Oh, my God. So I'm great. Good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all
Very
good.
well. Any games or anything?
No, we've been waiting
No,
for
we're
you
waiting
because there's
for-
not enough people. We've not got
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't
Not
play
enough
games
people.
because I can't play it, can I?
Yeah, you can play
Last
them.
time I was messing it up and I didn't get it at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't remember that. Anyway, Fatima loves games. She won't be tuned up if we were playing. I think was it last year? It wasn't the year before we were playing dice.
Yeah, the dice.
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 Last year,
Nice.
that
We'll
was
do that again.
And now 5 minutes I was trying to figure out rules and all that. I
I'm going to
know.
stoke up the fire.
Stoke up the fire.
Yeah. Come on, turn this fire on. It's so cold in here.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. So, are we
So-
ready?
No, I forget what I said. No, I didn't mean it. No, you are my favorites. The first song is always favorite. So bloody hell! What a surprise, really. Are you okay? I'm alright. You? Oh shit! Oh, that's a nice surprise. You been hiding behind that box?
No, I've grabbed the curtain.
Why didn't you whistle?
I was going to say boo, but I didn't want to startle you.
You might have a heart attack.
What have you done to me? I didn't mean it, I swear.
I know, I was laughing behind the curtain. I was like, I'm going to walk out. I'm going to get my next plane out of here.
Long-term effects. You may be wondering what were the long-term positive effects linked to doing the ayahuasca. To be honest, I don't know. I am editing this 2 months later, and so far, I have made the first New Year's resolution I have actually stuck to, which is to read 1 book a month, and I have also deleted 2/3 of my social media. Is that because of ayahuasca? Who knows, but it is due to an altered, higher state of consciousness, which is definitely linked or caused by the ayahuasca. All I can tell you is that friends and family are everything, and you should tell them how much they mean to you. In life, you should do your utmost to have a positive impact on the people around you through deep conversation, kindness, smiles, and laughter. Peace, love, and unity. Adventure Sam signing out. The end.